We talked about fashion the other day, and today we're going to talk about fashion again, but on a different angle. This is safety. Safety in different angles so that you are aware when you're dressing what to use, what to avoid, what to look into, you know, what to test, and stop wearing if it's irritating you, those kind of things. So, we are going to truly dive into this topic because it's important. Safety is my key, the topic I love, because the wrong outfit in a wheelchair can actually cause accidents, or harm to you, or embarrassment. So let's talk about what to watch out for and how to stay safe while still looking snazzy. All right. Welcome, everyone. My name is Lisa. I'm the host for all these videos. So I'm glad you came. I'm glad you found us. And I'm hoping that this video about safety in clothing and your fashions will be of great support to you. I'll see you in the next topic of the video. All right. So when you're in a wheelchair, clothes don't just sit differently. They move differently with you. Or don't move at all. So strangle you. No. A loose hem can catch in wheels. Long scarves, I've had that happen. Long scarves can get tangled in wheels, and a bulky seams can cause skin pressures and sores. So we're really going to dive into that piece. It's not just uncomfortable, it can actually be unsafe for you and your skin. So loose fabrics, long skirts, wide pants, the bell bottoms, or scarves can catch in the wheels or the casters. So you want to test them beforehand. You want to be careful, and you don't want an embarrassment out there in public. I've had that. I was using a lap rug or something, to keep my lap blanket to keep my legs warm, and it got caught in the wheels. I felt like my legs were going to get cut off. But you want to be careful. Bulky seams or thick pockets or buttons, metal buttons that can dig into your skin, they can create pressure points and even skin sores. So you want to really look at the style that you're using and make sure that this is not going to dig into your skin, irritate you throughout the day. Dangling accessories, again, belts, straps, or bags, with long cords can get tangled in your wheels. So you want to look out for that. Check it out before you go. Inappropriate fabrics. There are very synthetic fabrics that can make your skin sweat a lot and make you feel uncomfortable. One of them is that synthetic wool that can make you sweat a lot unnecessarily. And synthetic material and blouses or pants can make you sweat and more sweat. So, some materials trap heat or moisture and leading to skin issues or rashes, so you want to check that. I had a jacket that was the coolest, but it would make me sweat a lot. It was that synthetic wool type thing. And as great as it was, I donated it because it just wasn't working for me. So you have to test these things, it's really, really important. Choose fitted but flexible clothing. And I do that all the time, stretchy. I love stretch fabric that moves with me. I choose that all the time, especially in jeans. If I'm gonna grab some jeans, I make sure that there are no harsh buttons or harsh pockets or harsh seams, and that it's flexible. Go for short hems. I do a little bit shorter than I usually would, but and sometimes I do a little bit longer, but that it doesn't go beyond my footrest. Or have pants, jackets tailored to wheelchair length. It's good to become friends with someone who can sew. Adaptive jackets with side zips, uh, stop sleeves from dragging. So yeah, adaptive jackets. True. Lap blankets. That's what I was trying to say. Sometimes I get caught in my casters. Ah. Or capes are stylish, safe alternative to long coats in the winter. I use mainly like ponchos. I have a poncho for winter. It's a winter poncho, so it keeps me really warm. It does not touch my wheels at all, so it's something that I checked. It has a hood, keeps my head warm. So, lap blankets, you have to be really careful and make sure they don't have those barbs on them hanging, because those can get caught. So you really have to look at the style and how they've been made and test them prior to going out. Shoes matter too. And I'm going to say socks here too. Avoid slippery soles that slide off foot plates. So you want to get really a rubber bottom shoe, that will not slip off of your foot plate. Also, that your feet don't sweat inside the shoe. I have one pair that does that, but it is synthetic enough that my feet won't get wet if it's raining or snowing. So I use them, for an hour or so. Then I take them off because I know my feet have been sweating. So it's unfortunate, but it keeps my feet dry on the outside. So I'm going to throw in socks here, because when you're putting on, especially those of us who use compression socks, you want to make sure there's no wrinkles in them by the time you put them on, so that they don't cause a pressure sore. So make sure there's no wrinkles in your socks when you finish putting them on. So that's really important. Hacks and quick fixes. Use clips or ties to secure longer clothes when rolling. So that's a good idea. Keep a mini sewing kit for emergency fixes on the go. I've never done that, but it could happen. I have a small little box I probably could use, but test outfits at home before wearing them out. Very true. You don't want any accidents out there that could be embarrassing or cause some injury to you. Roll around a bit to see what catches or doesn't catch. I tested the poncho I used for the winter just to make sure it wouldn't, catch, and it works beautifully. So those are the things you want to do. And just keep in mind for the socks that make sure you don't have any wrinkles that you're sitting on or that you have on your feet. Some people don't use any socks at all, but make sure the shoes are not going to irritate you as well. So I don't know what you do to keep yourself safe and what kind of clothing you use, what kind of situations that you've had with clothing that oopsies that you can share with us that people can watch out for, because really your skin matters, your health matters, and you don't want to get stuck. Drop your own clothing safety hacks in the comments. And because I know you warriors have great ideas, because you do, there's hundreds of us on the channel now, 542. So out of those 500 people, I know somebody's got some great ideas on safe clothing for us. And don't forget to like if this video was helpful to you, and subscribe if you're new to the channel to get more videos like this. Feel free to subscribe. We'd love to have you back. And watch the video down below that also talks about fashion in a different way, a different angle. So, someone who needs both fashion and function in their life. We will be doing some topics here on clothing because it is a very broad topic. So we want to nail, budget and ideas and safety while we're doing it. So I'm hoping this was helpful. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.